everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here with ATEEZ's track Eyes on My Teeth. This is the music video we're going to look at. We also have, as they release dance practices and other performance versions, that will get latched onto this video before it gets uploaded to YouTube, which I'm very excited for. I, at this point in time, have seen most, if not all, of ATEEZ's title track works. I've done a choreo with Jess where I've tackled my own choreographic perspective on one of their tracks, and I've done many different covers of their material, so I am very familiar with their movement quality from pre-debut up until now, and I'm very excited to see what present-day ATEEZ is up to. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, yo. The fact they got the masks on the ballet dancers too. Hop off. I'm wearing white. Hey. That was funny. Wow. 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 Hongjun looks like Top in Doom Dada period, but gives G-Dragon energy. He's the epitome of Big Bang. God, I love it. Whoa. That's a bedazzled pawn too, yeah? I love this breakdown. Oh. Yes. And the fact that some of them are pulling it in a long trench coat like fit too. Yeah. He's giving Cruella. Oh, dope. Wow. Oof. This end. Lord. Well, isn't that just fantastic, everyone? And did Hongjun laugh at all in that? I think this could be the instance where I was listening for it, that Hongjun did not laugh before he began his rap portion. I don't know though. We're gonna, let's do a little overview here, because their lore is always deep and vast, right? So right here from the jump, I like the logo. I'm assuming that this is like it's like the ATEEZ, maybe a luxury brand thing. I don't know, new era unlocked. Something along those lines. This backbeat is disgusting. I really, really like it. It has a subtle, like, seductiveness behind it, if that makes sense, where it's, I don't know, it's like gentlemanly seduction with a little bit of purge dabbled in. I think the reach forward is cool. I think that's super dope. What did he eat? Was that a grape? Not a grape, but olive, maybe? That's stuck on a little straw. I don't freaking know what that is. That's life. Maybe Yoonho will tell us. Yeah, all this, so these are individuals. I wonder, are they the people who like run to go get the tennis ball before they bring it back? Something along those lines. I bought diamonds at my dentist. I don't think my dentist owns diamonds for me to do that. And also, I would feel them to be a smidgen just of a discomfort, but also that's not on my pay scale to even entertain that option, but maybe for you know it is. It's cool how all like da 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 da, and then I love just the different murals in the back and how we have it all with these masks. It's really cool. I love that, just how they're cutting into it. Yeah, so it feels like this exclusive club that they're a part of. I've been playing like tennis, Grand Slam like tennis, so that's like a big kahuna tournament that you can win, right? Oh, see, hold on. It's an achievement where you win all 4 major tennis tournaments, international ones, right? Okay, so it's like a Grand Slam. That's pretty dope. You're the one I'm trying to finish. Is it like, I guess, they're adults, right? So I don't know if it's you're the one I'm trying to finish. It can be taken a couple different ways, is what this gives the impression on. But also it could be, I'm trying to finish you off, like, bikyo, you know what I mean? That kind of how they get out of my way. And then there's like also the if I'm trying to seduce you, ice on my teeth. I like how we have, this animated tennis ball going through. His fit does remind me of another era of Yeolsong, but I don't quite know which one it is. So if y'all could let me know, I'd appreciate that. Or maybe it's just a fit that he's worn before in some other performance. It does look like they're celebrating, I don't know, is this the ATEEZ Society? The ATEEZ Society or something? I don't know, but is that baby tripping on the back? It's dope. It's dope. Rolly on my wrist, ice on my neck. And thank goodness he's got ice there, because if he didn't, it'd look a little strange, right? Or it just looks more silver, though. Heavy and dripping down, make it rain, yeah? I love that little powder and how he, like, flicked it up and that went down. So that's a really dope editor shot right there. Then we have a ring, draw a line on the name, and take the won and dollar. So Korean won, American dollars, super dope. The little kiss, mwah. It's definitely give like the Al Capone Godfather vibe, yeah? Ooh, I've scattered diamonds with my face engraved on them all over the world. Jeez, that's like money if you go engrave your face on a diamond. Yeah, heavy top, Doom Dada with that baby, you know what I mean, with that big old bow. Goodness gracious. And then you got the fur coat. I'm always a fan of the fur coats, honestly. It's gives that Macklemore top GD vibe. I've said it for a long time, especially since their marathon. I felt this way. Hongjoon's charisma reminds me of a lot of GDs, G-Dragons, and I hope for me, like a really, really cool idea that I have in my head that maybe nobody else will agree with, which is fine, is having Hongjoon and G-Dragon do a collab in some way. Because they both have producing experience, they both do their own raps, they're both leaders within their own respective groups. They're just in different generations, different companies, different, upbringings, right? So I really, really, really want to see that happen one day. Hongjoon is just eating in that era for me, and that's probably why I really like this vibe a lot. Oh my, it's clinging to my body. Achoo, when the heat rises, take a break at the mark of the sweat drop before the comp. So there's a lot of like heat, like warmth, right? With a lot of ice imagery and warmth, fire imagery, right? Adding 1 + 1, so that's 2, topped with an ice chain. The light keeps leaking out. I'm like a violin. I love this pre-chorus a lot. I think it's probably the best little da-na-na-na-na-na-na. And then you have the ballet dancers entering into the scene with the same kind of headpiece, which is so dope. At the end of the name, there's priority, taking a seat first as usual. Oof. So top of the class, Cruella de Vil coming in hot over here. I love it. Serving right here. It's a freaking vibe. Slice and eat that diamond cut. We're eating diamonds now. And then we have San. I have it cut and I have it placed in a great way. Here's your moment. Soak it in. Okay, not interested in a love call. Wow, this is very, very like, I don't know. See, and you're also welcome here. I don't know. With San, he chose violence on the eyes when in the sense of who needs clothing, because he's warm and he needs to bundle up, but also, it must be, do they have a heater in the mansion? Because all of them are wearing fur coats, but also there's a lot of ice involved, and San doesn't even have a shirt on. So I don't even know. Chew him up and keep him shut. Now, this does give like an animalistic kind of dominance I own the house, like Beast, Beauty and the Beast 5. It feels like that, but a little bit more barbarian. It doesn't make sense, if I'm being honest. No, it makes sense here, but I'm trying to make sense of it in my brain. Are they all showcasing various degrees of villains with class? Maybe? Or are they, I don't know. Like, he's giving more that vibe, and then you also have, like, Cruella de Vil Songhua over here, and it's so cool. It's so cool. I got money on my teeth. This right here with, oh my gosh, with a Charleston with the hands placed. Come on now. I've been playing like tennis. It's a nice little wordplay on the throw. I will be learning this, fear not. And will I be wearing it nice and classy with my fur coat? I have to bring it back out, obviously. Grand Slam like tennis. I think that's the first time we've seen Woo Young in this. And I think I kind of missed him the first time. But for me, though. Or maybe that's him and he's just laying down on a vinyl the whole time. You're the one I'm trying to finish. Yeah, the ice on my teeth. Nice little heel toe. Yeah, white tee. Ice on my teeth. Yeah, there's a little Dougie variation. Love me some sunglasses. I'll wear some sunglasses. Yeah, also ice on my teeth and my white tee. How many glasses? 8 total. I love the fact that this is quite obviously not a human and how they mouth the words. That's really funny to me. Then you have Yoonho, how do we look? Otte. And this is just a really random thing that has nothing to do with this, but otte, I have used that phrase in Korean more than any other phrase when I was in Korea. When I would go shopping, that is what I would say to all of like the employees, because they were the ones that would pick my outfits, because I had zero trust in my own fashion taste when I was over there. So I would go, "어때요?" meaning how do I look? And they would always, sometimes they'd be a little too nice, but then other times they'll be like, you should try this, which is really cool. So anytime I hear the words "어때?", I think, I remember. I affiliate it heavy with fashion because of how I used it in context when I was over in Korea. Little bird over there. And there's the feathers. I liked that. And then San decided to put on some clothes because he's, operating with people, but that's life. Little bird has a lot to say, and then Woo Young comes in. So I don't know why my brain did not process Woo Young here. I don't know. Maybe I was too busy thinking about the mannequin from the 2 8 counts before. We don't have time. We're making money. Yeah, I mean, they're making money. And that's like a bedazzled pawn, which are so freaking sick. Block it, tic-tac-toe, I end it, period. And then Songhua is giving a very different vibe here. Not quite Cruella. I don't know. I'm here for it. Get a car on a table because you can. Engrave the 3 letters of my name on this game right now. Drop the chandelier. There's your diamonds. They're so abundant in diamonds. Who needs them in their chandeliers? They're just going to drop them like paperweights. Goodness gracious. Makeup flow right away. She's getting close. I can see it sparkling, that shining stone on the smiling face. I'm assuming the diamond on my teeth. It's so cool. He throws it off. Now he's like top. Like, I feel like we need to pull up a photo. Here, top. Doomdada. I think the only thing he's missing is this beautiful mustache and a baby. But I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. This is what my brain thinks of when I think of a really outrageous bow like that with a really slicked back hair and a rap section. I think top's Doomdada, which, fun fact, I believe I learned Doomdada as a potential audition song for a K-pop audition at one time. So that I got a lot of time and a lot of love spent on this song, which is why I keep thinking about it, I think. All right, back to you. Do you see what I mean? I love it. I love it. Okay, moving on. I'm a crane finding and wrapping myself in icy things. Yeah, I love it. Right there on the sculpture, hitting it over. This is so fun. I love it. I know he's probably not hitting that, but I love the vibe of this with just having the ski masks over everybody and their mama. When I shout, "Acha!" it's a never-ending call above the heavens. Be thankful I'm ready with a diamond smile, flirting. It was just that was our laugh, I guess. Ice on my teeth, they're ice in my mouth, so everything's bedazzled here. With I love that little push-up, pressed kind of car. Come on now. Chewed up right away. Yeah, like this. I love how he catches it. It's like chocolate. Hit that booty, shake it. Are we talking about booty like treasure? Are we talking about booty like a person's booty and we shaking it? I don't know. Do you see what I mean? I'm digging the double meaning here. It's just interesting. And then we have all of these furnitures. I don't know why we chose to have them dangle from the outside, but hey, they own the house. They do what they want. Maybe it helps with the circulation of the facility. At the end of the name, there's priority. 11:15. We saw an 11:15 there. I don't know why that's there. Did this come out at 11:15? I don't know. taking a seat first, and they're just pulling up all the stuff. And now we have Yoonho talking with the doctor, it looks like, starting from the main course. Slice and eat that diamond cut. Not interested in a love call. So yeah, we're talking about like seducing and flirting, but we're not interested in love. Is it like fling oriented, or are we associating like we don't have time for it because we're too busy making money? Like we've passed the Waffle House era of working, and we're now like in that elite perspective, right? Chew them up, keep them shut. Got my money on my teeth. Yes, I like this. San had his own little deviated moment. Now they're giving like henchman vibes. Now we do got to talk about this. What's interesting is that a lot of times people don't think about the outfits whenever you see uniformity in choreography. For me, it's the longer the coat is, the heavier it's going to sit, and so the more that is required on your body per movement to get a certain look across in your range, especially if you have to match somebody else with a different length jacket cut, which is exactly what you see here. They did a fantastic job on keeping the vibes very similar in range despite having a wider range of fits in the length of their coats. I think that's really, really sick. Both in the camera shots and just how they're doing it here. It's really, really nice. The choreo looks really nice. I can assume, I have a feeling BB Trippin' was on this more so than an outside choreographer, but I could be so wrong. I like the vibe of it. I'm picking up that kind of familiarity here. But I've been playing like tennis. Yep, tennis. Ooh, he says stop. Boom, over Grand Slam. You're the one I'm trying to finish. I saw my teeth. The violin. Oh, I like how we're recognizing the violin there. That was cool. On my white tee. Cool. On my teeth. Oh, there we go. Does he have ice there? Maybe. And then we have water. Things have now been set on fire. But they were already warm. Okay, so Woo Young was the one on the vinyl. Got it. That's probably why it was harder for me to find him, because there were limited shots of him being like Junho's, you know, like that kind of just sitting. It was always tilted, which is totally fine. It is very unsafe for them to be by all of this fire, but you know, they know what they're doing. I'm assuming it's safe on filming sets. You're welcome, San. We're biased of San. I do think I have an unnatural talent of when I watch ATEEZ music videos, I do tend to land when it becomes San. I think Work's a fantastic example of this, on really good shots of him. So I feel like I will accept this really nice talent of mine, especially if you're biased of him. Stick around. Anyway, I think that's really funny. So we're hanging on chandeliers. Is that, yeah, how he's holding it? Is he on a ladder? Is he just dangling because he can? I don't know. I have questions. Are we establishing new lore? Maybe. I don't freaking know. But there was no laugh, but it's Golden Hour. So is that the name of the mansion, is the Golden Hour Mansion? It's really cool. This right here, boom. Screenshot it, put it on a t-shirt, put it on your phone. This is a dope AF. This is just dope all around. Fantastic title track. Fantastic era of distinguished gentlemen with a little bit of crimely intentions. This was fantastic, and I am very much excited for a dance practice that will come out in due time. If there is a demo involved with BB Trippin', that will get released most likely right around the time the dance practice does, which makes me a very happy camper where we get lots more things to look at. Yes! Practice is here, and I am seated, ready to go. Let's go. And I was right, BB Trippin' was on this track. Look at the chrome hearts coming in with Jung-ho. Love it. Oh, Woo Young also got that too. Yeah. Yep. The wordplay from a violin to brushing teeth. Nice. Bakstra King Sawak. There's some subtlety there. Oh my god. Yeah. Violin. Yee! Yes, with that whole waving sequence. That's a fun variant. Ah, nice. Yep. Oh man, I feel so much FOMO when I see all this chrome heart. I feel like that needs to be a staple in my wardrobe, but your girl ain't got the budget for it right now. Man. Yeah. Oh, we have some dancers coming in the back. Okay. I love they just said, okay, here we are. It's very sticky and resisted. I was gonna laugh if the dancers were never used. With a direction change. Ugh. Filthy. That was so nice. And the dancers were like barely used, but I think that was really funny though. Love it. Love it. We got BB tripping. What you doing? I love in my head they're probably thinking, let's make life easy on us this time. We're gonna come at the end. ATEEZ will hold it down on their own. Love it. Yeah, I low-key love this beginning a lot. Ugh. Ugh. Diamond good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really like they chose to go Charleston on that because it's like a classy jazz, like a classic jazz move, and it adds a classiness to it. Love the heel toe on that. Yep. 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 Oh, nice syncopation on that. Let's go. Yeah. It's petty. How our dancer who's dancing for Hongjoon is dancing so petty. I love it. Violin. The main course. This little cut, it's so interesting, the phrasing on it. Ooh, you see what they were doing on the legs on that with the ice in my veins, come on. Yeah. I love this outro, man. Jeez. But I do feel like that would look better, like, because I was thinking that this whole thing, what sells it is there's so many people going subtle. Like, if you do it by yourself, it's just, I don't know. For me, it would feel very marked, and I would feel very lonely. Like, that vibes, because of the sheer number of people going that subtle. Ugh. A little step over. The syncopation is so deceptive on this. I'm telling you right now. Wow. Okay, so for me, I will be learning this, so you'll see whatever cut I choose to go with on in the intro and in the outro. But I really, really like the beginning opening course section of choreo. That's so freaking sick. And the rest of it's very conversational. They're not as clean here. Like, I have been seeing them in their other stuff, and I think that's fine. It's just interesting. It makes me wonder about their schedule. How are they busy? I don't know. You know, I know they just came off of a tour, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Woo Young's Chrome Hearts jacket, I'm telling you, it's probably easy $4 or $5 grand. Easy, because I know that Jungho's is around like $2 grand for that bad boy right there. If they're real Chrome Hearts, which I'm assuming, yes, they got the money for it. If they're pulling ice on my teeth like this, they can pull the authentic. But I would say I may go for Yoonho's fit for the dance practice, because I got like literally a pair of pants back there I can wear. Okay, and I got the gray hoodie, so I'm even trying to like game plan what outfit am I gonna wear today. But I will say though, you know, for me, because as somebody, I prefer covering dance practices. I don't want them wearing expensive stuff, because then that means my Walmart stuff don't work. But I digress. Anyway, here we go. Subtlety with the head. I love this, the crispness of that on the snap, where you have it initiate from the same direction and then they slow it down. Then they do a little brush off, and they look, and then they reset up. Nice. Woo Young's the one who had to kind of elevate a little bit quicker than everybody else. They had to set over. I like this little extra just this rigid and rebound that we're seeing in the upper chest is really dope on that. Pulls are really nice. He undoes it right there. Oh, if he's in the front, yeah, we're gonna have to. You know, I choose you. I'm gonna match you today. Okay. So this whole sequence right here, I like this subtle heel twist on it, and they end up bouncing on it too with the head to complement it. Then this mess here, notice that instead of it being like a Dougie, it's the pull is a little different in how they're choosing to sink, and the shoulders is different. It's really fun. And it also has a posture like a violin that you're holding, which I love. And then they swing it around, which is also nice. And we go pop on the claps, really nice. Then you have some lean over, we walk, and it's doing like tennis. He brushes it back, which is fun. And they go 1 Iana, 2 Iana, so I like the step with the little tap going on there for the feet on that. Then we go to a new spot, and we go clap, and then we go brush and brush ice. So if you've ever seen like when people do this, it's like ice in my veins. It's dope. And I like that. Ice on my teeth. Ice on myself with shampoo and teeth. Then we do a little just pull with the knuckles there, initiating from the back of the hand for that is really fun. Then it goes click, so I like the taps to go on the syllables. And then for the drop, boom, white tea. But they don't have white tea. No, white teeth. It's white teeth, right? No, white tea. Okay, so they pull it there. So I like the commitment right here. Brushing it, and then we're brushing the teeth, and then we're playing the violin. I love that progression. Good job, BB Tripper, for that. They take it over, they turn, and then they present it out, which is a really nice kind of hear no evil, see evil, all that. Oh, and I love the gimmick of the face, which is fun. The swings, 2 and. So syncopated, 1, 2 and. And then it goes 3 and icy. So icy right there, ice on my wrist, right? So go hit and a so I like they go up and then they right there on the sound. The kind of match that little sand that was happening in the music video too. So that was really cool. Then he ends up stepping it down, shoulder, lift up, and it promoted and triggered everybody to shoot up on that part too. Really cool. Then he ends up body rolling it, Mingy does, but it's a backwards gangsta walk is what we end up seeing there, which is super cool. Then it goes forward. I like the little spacing out here. So he goes forward and back. I love the usage of the legato in the torso. It's really fun and very nice and flow. It's super enjoyable on that. And then from there we have everybody go tap, and I like how we have more of an angle in our head. Really fun on that choice. Then right here, come on, all day for this. Just the setups and how he's choosing to isolate is so freaking petty. I love it. And then they hit it over hit, and we lean back, so I like the opposition with the torso going on with the legs. And we cross, and then we do a little tap. Tap, he ends up turning to the back. He has this little pose moment. It's cute. And then we go bling bling, and we set it back with our two on the sides. And bounce, 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 and then we have Jungkook. And he does a little Millie rock with his arms, and everybody does a chest, and then they melt it down. So they go head and let the shoulders be that secondary. Then we take the back leg, we kick it to body roll up. So if you do choose to group, like do K-pop in public and you're somebody who does that, I would watch Mingi for this if you want an actual authentic technical approach to it. So if you watch the head, then you let the head go. Let's say Yoonho too. Those two are really good examples on like if you want to be technically correct, which I always strive for when I look at cover groups. So I like the subtlety on that. And then we hit it over ooh, and we have the knees on that, which is really fun. And we go high to low, which is also really nice to see there. And we do strike with the hands and main course, and I like how we take it out, and then we crisply like shoot those arms down, which is really fun. Then we go step, and then we tap it with a nice little subtle head ISO on that with Sungkwa, which is really nice. Cut, and I love how that bled through the phrase. Normally it's a diamond cut hit, like you would hit it to begin the next one, but it goes diamond cut, and instead of cut, we're not going on the word, we're going on like the, like just in a part of the track that you normally wouldn't hit in an accent move like what we just saw. So I love that choice. Really cool. Yeah, boom, hit. It is low-key polyrhythmic if you're gonna be hitting vocally like that, and then you have to step. Hey, like normally you would cut when you're bouncing down, like because it goes in the same direction of the flow, but you're up whenever this strike happens. It's so interesting. It does a little 3-step turn, nice little pose. Here we go. Got money on my teeth, and it goes hit, boom, very nice, crisp. Folding it down, I like the crossover with the legs, and then there's your Charleston, and I like that we let the head match with that. It goes on my dentals, and they hit over, boom, with the knees, and then they switch very quickly over with the body. Nice usage of the core to make that nice and crisp. Woo Young takes it, and like tennis, we throw it. I like the walk, boom, walk, walk, so syncopated Justin walks, which is nice. Then it's walk, boom, 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 boom. I like the tempo on that. Then you have a Yosan going, boom, boom, come on, gather children, here we go. And then we go high to low, and it's just a heel, toe, heel. And then we're really creates the travel is not really the foot that's tapping out and in, it's going to be the standing leg. So going heel toe there. This other one is more of an embellishment, so it creates the look is what you're going for. I really like about this is we end up going high to low, which is really fascinating on that. Let's see. So it goes ISO my down, down, and up. And then we go up into a reject, which is really cool. So it goes high, low, low, high, high to a reject. Then we go over with the knees. Now I think that's like an Ice Cube. See, it looks, when I've seen that particular move, I mean, I'm not saying that Ice Cube owns it or C-Walks own it. I'm not saying it's like a Gang Dance affiliate or anything like that, but that's where I'm normally used to seeing it in setup. But I like the choice. I think if anything, it's a bounce with an extra knee accent to it. So that's what we're going to call it today. They don't have it. They're not doing any C-Walks or anything to my knowledge here. It was a Charleston. It's not, or if anything, it's a front glide that Wiggles would pull, but they didn't even do that. So yeah, I'm really like how the sequence is phrased, and it doesn't surprise me. I think that's where the familiarity comes in. With BB Trippin', they're really good at taking like party moves or taking the viral movements that we do end up seeing in some pockets explored in like the new school era of things, and they know how to variant it, or they know how to phrase it to where it's really nice and refreshing to be introduced to it again. And that's going to stand the test of time way more than just regurgitating movements and structures that are, you know, overproduced in our era, right? So I love that here. And then it goes ice on my teeth. So Songhwa goes up. He's the only one who does it. They all join in on the little Dougie right there with the arms nice and stylized. I think it's just, you know, tapping on the sides. And he has this nice little presentation. Of course, you have the ballet dancers surrounding him, which is really fun. And I love that little, come on now. And they hit it like the little trace down. It's fun. They go hit, woo, and they go woo. I like the subtle directions on that, and I liked how Yosung dropped to have Yoonho pop up. He says, what? And then he had two little gimme fives on both sides, which is really fun. And then the rotation over to create a nice little opening for San, and they have the chicka chicka that we see Yoonho hit right there. I think both of them end up doing it. Let's see though. Yeah, ticka ticka. I like that, going low high on the levels, and then having San enter through. Really fun transitions and formation changes on that. Fun way to introduce new features. We're here for it. I'm gonna go out in kick kick. I like the kicks on that. Then he says he brushes it across. So anything by the mouth, I'm assuming is wordplay on ice on the teeth, right? The clap's fun. Little ball change on that, which is nice. And then just using our hand to help make it look more extroverted in that shoulder, which is really nice. That little money is also nice. And how Songhwa kind of pops it back, which is nothing crazy here. That little money, so you have Wooyoung, you have in his arms a little bit higher, makes me naturally clock him as a feature. I don't think he was mouthing the words there, so I'm going to assume he was my feature there. Tic-tac-toe, I mean, there is a house move called a tic-tac-toe. I don't think he needed to do that, but I'm not quite sure what he was going for here, if I'm being honest. Oh, I think it's supposed to go out, tap, tap, like he takes his leg out, and then that leg gets stuck, and then he builds his body back to it. I don't know, though. It did look pretty sticky, and then he goes to a little rooftop, swing, swing over. Nothing crazy there. Hit over, clap. So that was probably the least readable thing so far in the choreography. Very minimal. It's a feature. He can roll on the floor all he wants. I don't care. Cruella de Vil over here was slaying in the music video. I like the syncopation there. Notice it's like, it's not 1 and 2, 3 and 4. It goes 1, 2 and da da. So I really like the choice. Just in the transitions, the actual steps that they're taking are syncopated. They're very, very deceptively simple. But simple doesn't mean easy. I've mentioned that many times. Getting that timing, if you're not looking for it, you're going to be like, why am I off? It's because they're not going on a true whole count variant situation. They're going on boom, doo, doo, like they're hitting on a on a bass that deceptively sounds like a tempo, right? It's so freaking fun. They rotate it through, and I like that with the knees as we travel it up, and I like the subtlety there. We accent really nice. Hongjoon coming in, petty part 2. We hit it over, like the shoulder shrugs on that. We take it across over. We throw. I like how he kicks it, stomps it down. Of course, the camera shakes, tripods for days. They end up throwing it, he stomps it. I like the contrast. Then they invert, nice little knees to the inside, looks really good. Then they hit it over, and then we go heel, toe, heel. And I like how he takes his wrist, rotates it with, to make it more complementary to that heel, toe, heel. So it made us want to see that. And then we involve the hips to hinge it around, creating a bigger rotation. And I love how he clocks it because we're already looking at the hips. We tap that heel, and it allows that arm to go, we hit that swing of the note, which is really fun. And then I like the ice on my teeth. Mingi comes in. They all walk away. He has a nice little moment. They all come out on stage. I like the fact that we have everybody resetting in the back. So we did see with BB Trippin' that there was it felt like there was a lot of workshopping of different options that we saw in their full take, because this is way more cohesive, because if you really look at the video cuts that they had, not possible for a lot of the positions that they started and finished in within the excerpts of the videos, the phrasing, like it's impossible to get to the spots they had them be in, which is fine. That's the beauty of a demo, right? So you workshop on site a lot of times those kind of changes, or you're like, hey, this is what we want ideal wise, let's workshop it in your transitions. Working on site a lot of times is pretty effective that way. So having Mingi here, instead of him being by himself, I like that the members are environmentally set up on that. And then he has it with the hips on that, which is fun, and he does a little tap on the back. I think it was fun, a little pull on the pant. Violin. So he ends up doing the same thing, little Millie rock. They're all facing the inside, which I really like, creating a space in the middle in order for Jongho to very easily be seen. If you want to see progression on decent circle formations, from we need to try harder to this is ideal format, please go watch the ATEEZ marathon, because I've chewed out choreographers a couple times pre-BB Trippin', mind you, on the fact that we were covering up the center when we had a center in there and we had no levels to deviate in, right? And so for me, like what I mean by that is if I have somebody right here, which had happened in the earlier eras, and they're all the same level, you can't see what's going on in center, and you can't just rely upon them moving, staying the same level for us to see our person unless it's in your concept, which it wasn't at the time. So I really like with ATEEZ, just one of those little moments of the beauty of doing marathons with them is, you know, seeing the changes with who they work with. They understand the beauty of have space there, so you don't have to deal with levels if you don't want to. You still have your feature, no problem. So I like seeing that. I like that they're all joined on with both arms, with the head on that, not head, more chest is the accent there. So I'd watch Yoonho if you need a reference on that. And they step pas de bourrée to get us reset on tempo. Then they go high, mid. Yeah, they go high to mid in their respective angles, which I like. Jungkook is in center, of course. And then they do little pivots, and I like the directions on that, which is cool. The slide is nice. I really like the contrasting transitions on all of this. Going from the column, we go this little interwoven situation, and then we do an inverted V to have a mini column in the back into more spaced out columns on the side. So I really like the phrasing a lot. Transitions are freaking sick. BB Trippin does fantastic transitions, and that's why I love watching the fixed cams, because you get to really appreciate that, and it gets lost in translation a lot of times in performance clips. But I love that we have these. I like that we're stepping with the snap as we step back. I like that we're letting our lower body lead on that. It makes it a little bit lower in the body. Diamond cut, and we're slicing. And then I like the slice allows the torso to kind of dodge. That allows this torso pocket to be explored. Come on. Yeah, and then we reset over. So notice with Yeosang, he has a longer trench kind of vibe. So some of his stuff rests a little different than, let's say, with Yoonho. You know, it's really funny. Like, that's, to me, this feels like a friend group, right? Where you have the always dressed to impress friend, and then you have the friend that just came from, you know, gaming or from Walmart. I don't know, but I'm digging both. It's really nice. Then you have your dancers come out. I really love how, like lethargic they are. They just walk out. It's really fun. Dun dun dun. I think it's what? Did they say shot right there? And they, oh, hold on. I missed this little section. Too busy talking about the formation. Yeah, cut. I love this build up in the pre-chorus. That's so fun. And I bet you it's deceptively trickier to do than you think. For sure. Bump, bump, bumps. Cool. Yep, and I like the hit boom boom, so it's the same chorus as before. But then San chose to do a little trace, very conversational. Look at him being fully clothed. We're proud. They'll hit and boom, da 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 da. Boom, and he throws like tennis, and then they all throw up, just like, not that kind of throw up, but they're throwing up the energy of the hand. And then I like the little pullback, and they go hit and a little pop pop. Pat down, which is really nice. I like the subtlety, down, down, up. There's a lot of extra, like, ebb and flow in their breath, which is really fun. He throws it, they go, come on now. And it goes, I saw my teeth, ugh. And they go, boom, boom. So the little step, they keep this as a subtle fixed point as they step, and I love the knee being accented on that. And then they go, I saw my teeth. So instead of slicing it, they're going and they're just presenting. So that's a repackage of what we saw in our slices in the pre-chorus. Yeah, boom, white tee, yeah. I like this vibe, and it's not so different than the Psychers era that we're currently in, but man, I'm telling you, some of BB Trippin's best work is coming out of Psychers right now. But I really like this flow because it matches and complements work very well, even though J Blaze was on that. But they ended up auditing and workshopping to make it calibrate to ATEEZ, and we've looked at behind the scenes for that. And I really do, out of most behind the scenes on dance practices, I really like watching the ATEEZ ones, because I think I relate to it so hard, and how they have it structured and how they show the team BB Trippin as well. I think that's probably what I'm leaning on, but I always love looking at the behind the scenes on that kind of stuff. Yeah, that ice on my teeth, the lift up is fun. And we walk forward, here we go. Yep, and this right here, just the accent of the foot, boom, and then we make it. That's like the most subtle bedrock of your life. And they hit it down. I like the crossover. Yeah, crossover, boom, hit with the oh my gosh, with the head, and then we turn out of it, and then we have our little jacket. We have make it a little moment. Da 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 da. Oh, hand over, and then we do head nod with a lean. Ooh, and then we slide over with a hit. Boom. Yes, it goes hit, boom, dun dun. We drop it a little bit lower the second time. And we have a little party of us. Oh man, BB Trippin', y'all, I think they trolled, is what this feels like. They're like, sure, we'll be in it for 10 seconds, and we will, what's the word? And we'll just do the outro, literally. Like, I'm digging that so much. It's not the same degree of trolling that we saw with the P1 Harmony one that I saw. What was it, was it Siren, their debut, where the dancers just stood there for 3/4 of the track? So I really love seeing that. It's literally not a super strenuous choreo, because you can tell with the hit, they are not fatigued. It's not a fatiguing routine. Personally, I don't think it needs to be. I think this fits right in with work. It honestly reminds me, like, if it fits in the same family as Birthday, even though that's a Japanese release. I think all of these are really dope sounds. Now, I have seen, some people can kind of give or take the Golden Hour albums. I really like the vibe of it, but it could be because of my Western, you know, sound that I'm familiarized with. I like it a lot, and I think that the choreography does have a heavy Western pull to it, but most K-pop choreos do, if I'm being honest, because you have a lot of Western choreographers that come in and have expanded their influence, like Jay Blaze being an example, right? So I do think I really like how it's been structured as of late for me, but I know that some people, this may not be their vibe because it is different than a lot of their other stuff. But I think that's kind of dope, and it makes me very intrigued on, as they continue to showcase either in this world or navigate to a new world or revert back to a former world, how will the sound change, but how it will also maintain the maturity that they've been showcasing as artists, because they are adults now, right? It's not the same as their debut era, and I think that there's beauty to celebrate their range from where they were to where they are, and I love the fact that I'm caught up with them, and it's at this point it's been almost an entire year since I familiarized myself with the group. So it's been a long time coming, but I'm really happy that we get to look at this together.
Ice on my teeth from my white teeth.